Final Fantasy. Why do you have to crash? I mean, it's not just Final Fantasy. It looks like it crashed for me too. Everything. Let's open it again. We should be back by now. It was only a moment, but sorry for the interruption. Oh gosh. Just when it was getting good. Okay, 27. We could talk about life in the meantime. Veteran rewards, none. Total days subscribed, 30. Days until next rank, 30. It hasn't changed that since I've done the subscription. So I don't know if that should change or anything like that. Oh, we're in. Nice. That's a good thing about the European servers. There's a small queue time. Okay. We're going to see him. That's what's supposed to happen.
Says you seem grim. Sorry. I'll take that to mean that. Between us, more than a few Garleans won't be making it back to the castrum.
Mm-hmm.
These Imperials, though, they certainly made us earn our pay. I would be a happy man if I never had to tussle with another of those Magitech horrors. It is time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I will contact the 4th and let Lieutenant.
That's it? I thought we were gonna have a mini war.
I would appreciate it if you would do the same when you report to Lieutenant Edelstein.
Where is he? That campaign was so short. A little too short. Or it was just the first part.
Edelstein says Private Bolt. What news of the Gar? Their raiding parties are no more, then? Excellent. The Imaginate engineers will be most relieved to hear that the plant is no longer in any immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance.
Wow. I was surprised. An uninvited Asian? No way. How do you know about the Asians? Oh.
You must be anxious for word of your fellows. Lieutenant Alian has reported a sound victory over the main column, and informs me that the Scions have already turned their attention to other.
That's good.
One, that is, the Roigadan lady with the large axe. It would appear she has chosen to remain at the site of the battle.
That's not good. You're scientists. We need your help.
But Northern Fanlin is no place to wander alone, even for a capable sort such as her. I would certainly feel better about things if you could check in on her before you continue on your way.
Speaking of that, I want to try out that new minion I have. No, that's the butterfly. Ooh. Forgot about that. That coffer. Let's see. Minion. Minion guide. Summon. Hello, worm or baby worm. Because you took our powers of the warrior light, we need your guidance. Now let's go help our fellow Scion associate. Uh-oh. Who? How dare you? I'm just passing by and you attacking me? Nope. Damn it. I didn't cancel in time. You don't want a piece of this. Okay, that's it. And we have to level up our no way, just connected now. I hope not. Best. Was that you?
It won't be a second. The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe.
I like her. She's very strong.
No, as Urianger never tires of reminding me, an axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one. And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it? Aye, that ought to do it.
Oh, there we go. So what now?
So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed?
Yeah, it's pretty.
The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether. Which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
Ooh, a blade of ether? I could just unshield it and attack the Ascians with?
He senses me. A useful talent.
An Ascian. Are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan.
Use it now.
Seeker of knowledge, seeker of truth. Meddler.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath. Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales.
We shall remember him by his sideburns.
And you have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Ooh.
Bugger.
Do settle down. You must concede that I acted in self-defense.
Well, his voice.
But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light.
And what of it?
Oh dear. Could it be that frail Hydaelyn has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee. Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken.
Don't tell me you're gonna try to attack me.
Now is the time to claim the staff. With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
Uh-oh. It's not
What
good.
did that bastard want with us? Nabriales, he calls himself. With charm, I don't bet he has maidens falling at his feet, unconscious. But this staff, you say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff. Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff. Minfilia's in danger.
Oh,
We
God.
have to get
Of
back
course.
To the Rising Stones.
Now move quickly before these freaking bats try to attack me or something. Quickly now. There should be a ton of guards. No, the crystal bearers are in the field. I made it last.
Builder says you're here. Master Louis Soir's staff is kept in the...
Oh, God.
You too.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
Your entry?
What do you mean?
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you. The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain. My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please.
Being of this world? You're not from this world? What is going on?
But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to...
He's speaking too much. He's giving away all his
Take that
intentions.
staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
not harm her!
Wait, that was like the blade of
Frida!
Ether of Light blade.
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power.
Why are you telling all this? He is the worst member of his organization.
Vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings.
Like the staff that we were making?
How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
Uh-oh. Oh, God. Not a rescue. What are you doing there? Attack him. Just standing there like a sore thumb.
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
Uh-oh. Limited 60, 1 to 8 players, 2 tank. Average height. Interesting. At least they're waiting for us. Lily, do you want to join? Or you want to just relax for today? You doing something else with your friends? Gotcha. Sounds good, Lily. Enjoy. Today, I'll do it my own. I'll do everything you taught me. Gotcha. Thanks for always watching, Lily. Okay, let's go. Let's see how long this will take. I'll give it a few minutes. If not, I'll do a duty finder. In the meantime, I'm gonna check up on my retainers, see how they're doing. It's good that Minfilia could wait for me while she's getting dragged to the Asian realm. Well, I don't know what's going on over there. Let's see. How did the adventure go?
Amber says I have so much to tell you.
A sandworm fang.
I hope you like it.
Let's see. Level 29, huh? Very good, very good. You're doing a very good job. But I wish you were 30. That would have been perfect.
You don't want to be.
For now, I'll let you do that later. I have to do this. I have to find... I have to get this quest on the way. I think I'm gonna do a duty finder. That's different. Where was it? The Chrysalin, something like that. Party finder. Objective, duty completion. Remove role restrictions or remaining openings. Limit recruiting to a word server. Form a private party. Complete status. Selling duty complete signal. Only players who have completed a certain duty may join the player. Unrestrict party. Is this what they mean by unsync? I keep hearing when they were last time asking for me to change it to unsync. It was for me to change it to unrestricted party. Yeah, that is unsync. Okay. Then I'm gonna do that. Let me withdraw from this one. No. Meaning that you're going with your current level. I see. In duty finder? Yeah. Like if level 100, like if a level 100 player joins. I see. You would do it at level 100. Ah, so no, not everyone has to join my level. Okay, that's what they meant. Remove role restrictions. Unselect classes. One player for job. Unrestrict the level. That should be everything. if you want to do it normally. Then don't have that checked. I think if that was easier. If that's easier for people to join, then that's fine with me. We have one. Then you need less players. Because high level players can do big damage. So I could join whenever, or do I have to have I will wait for a heal at least? Okay, so I have a tank. Oh no. I have a what? What is that? That is a tank, okay. It is a tank. The green is healer. Okay, we have someone else. Did you try it already? Red is DPS. So I'm DPS. We have two sort of tanks. I think with one... Oh, am I saying party? I was... Okay. Let's see. How many people we have in party? 3. All right, they think that we could just go in. All right, let's see. Okay. Unable to participate in doing while looking for a code using Party Finder. Okay. Not untick like that? Okay. Oh. Here it worked. He's like not on sync like that. Minfilia. Oh god. Oh god. Good thing we came fast then. Yeah, we don't need to know what the leader of the Science does on her free time. Oh. Ah. Run! Where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? There we go, finally. I was so confused. No, he left. Where did he go? He loves moving around. Sneaky guy. What? I'm just running around. There we go. Something to attack. No. We're still in this. Get out of there. Jesus. Whoa! Whoa! Now what? I'm just staying by the healer. That's all I know. Ah! Nice. We got it out of there in time. No, not on me. Yes, we did it. You can't take Memphilia from me. And Memphilia, don't let this happen again. So let me see what I did wrong. Because once I joined my thanks. Get out of here, Memphilia. Let's go. We can't stay here no longer.
You're safe. Thank the 12.
What happened now? His spirit? Use it now. Use the crystal. What is that? He's back.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come?
What is he doing?
Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, Scions.
Use the staff.
There will be no next time. This is the end.
What trickery is this?
Finally, we got him.
No! Cannot! No!
We captured our first Pokemon.
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free.
Oh my god.
Concentrate. Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light. Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me! I shall make you pay for your insolence!
hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
If only we had a bit more ether.
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louis I understand now. The choice you made. In death, there is life.
No way.
Farewell.
She's gonna sacrifice herself?
Moonbreeder, no! You mustn't!
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
We did. No matter what cost.
Moonbreeder. She's gone.
We couldn't have used the staff?
You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead. This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Minfilia, are you all right?
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
She gave her life to temper the Blade of Light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands.
Does Ariange know?
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady.
Oh no.
The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens, yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not?
Yeah. In her name, but it's still sad.
Long ago, far across the seas in the Charlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louis. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. in spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hither to the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Charlayan behind, Master Louisoix gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louisoix I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louisoix hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louisoix's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart.
No, she found her purpose at the end.
Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louisoix's will before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her.
Damn.
Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Is this the end for her? Is there no way to bring her back, like the Ascians?
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Aether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, that we have to visit him too.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Insane.
Minfilia says, never have I seen Orion-J so utterly defeated. No one should be made to suffer such grief.
It happened so fast, we didn't know what to do.
Manor to celebrate Moonbreeder's life and mourn her passing.
But the good thing we know about her is that No, no energy gets wasted. Eventually, it will be used for a good purpose in the world.
As Moonbreeder was a native of Sharlayan, I feel it is only fitting that we gather before the Mark of the Scholar. Are you familiar with the stone?
No.
'Tis a monument found at Frost, and is sacred to Thul Ayak, guardian deity of the City of Learning. There shall we pray for our dear friend's soul, and bid her a peaceful return to the light of the Mother Crystal.
Where? Outside? Here? That was crazy. Did not expect we were gonna go into that, especially right after the duty. But it was really good. I'm surprised. Trap. I have to go around it. Here. This the stone. It's a beautiful place. Here we honor the passing of our beloved. We have nothing to bury either. What she left behind we have to use.
Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker or wiser, but I was not, and you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Life for death, a fair.
Oh.
Other bargains will be struck.
No one else saw that? What now? First, let me give you some stuff. Where's the mount saddle? Companion. No, companion saddle. I'm running out of space, so I gotta give you... Let me give you at least the paint. I definitely don't need the paint right now. Let's take an emotional break. That's all we've seen. And what else? Special items? No, we should keep on the special items. These materials, we don't... Lily said that we're not going to use it, at least anytime soon. Anything else? More paint? Any crystals? Antique helm, antique garnets. I think that's all. I have a lot of food stuff, but I'll figure another place to put that. Okay. Yeah, let's go back home. Hey, is that guy following me? Wow. Now, do we have possession of the staff? Can we combine the staff with the staff that our late friend made?
Though we have said our farewells, the pall of sadness has diminished but little. Forgive me, as antecedent, 'tis my job to be the pillar of strength for all others to lean upon. Yet I also believe the grief we feel now is precious in its own way, and not to be lightly swept aside. Do you not agree, son?
Yeah. She really gave her life for us. Who knows what would have happened if she came back? I mean, if the Ascian managed to escape. He could have told his friends that we were weak. The staff is vulnerable.
It is as if a dagger has been thrust into my breast. But 'tis a pain we must learn to bear if we are to forge ahead with our duty. The battles we have fought have taken the lives of so many. Louisoix, Moonbreeder, our fellows at the Waking Sands.
Yeah. We lost so much.
Their spirit and dedication to our cause, however, will never be lost as long as we rise to fight once more. I hardly need remind you of this, of course. 'Tis for my own benefit that I repeat these words, a reaffirmation of mine own chosen path. If I do not rebuild the foundation of my resolve, I am like to collapse in a fit of weeping.
Damn. It's okay. Not everyone could be strong in times like these.
My apologies again, Cyber. There is no other to whom I could display such weakness. You are my pillar of strength, and I fear I shall have need of your steadfast presence in the days to come.
We have to be strong for everyone. A victory won, a comrade lost. To honor the fallen, the living forge ever on towards the light of a new day. Mask of Grief.
Have you a moment, Cyber? I believe Ida wished a word with you. I should consider it a personal favor if you would lend a sympathetic ear to her troubles.
Of course.
She has not been herself since Moonbreeder's passing, and my heart aches to see her so downcast.
It was her twin too. Or she said it was like her twin. Okay. Is she outside? Ooh. Do we get nothing? Uh-oh. Is my... Is my stuff too... Do I have too much stuff? That I might not get any new stuff? It looks like just my... Just my armory. Or my main weapon is full. I'll just give that to Speedy.
Ida says, hey, it's Cyber. Great.
Oh.
Oh, it's no use. I'm trying to stay positive, but it's just hard, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, I know Moen would tell me off if she saw me moping around like this. Which is why I decided to cheer myself up by getting her a special flower. I placed an order for a moon daisy with Rowena a little while ago.
Ooh, a moon daisy.
Ready to be picked up. The trouble is, I find Rowena a bit difficult at the best of times, and, well, this isn't one of them. I know it's silly, but I just can't face it at the moment. So, I was wondering, do you think you could maybe collect it for me? I have the coin to pay for the flower right here.
No need, I'll get it for you.
Thank you so much. I'll be waiting for you, and the daisy, at Rathfrost.
Everyone's here. In this little town. I was wondering, do the signs have a flag? Do we put a half mask or something? The first things first, Speedy, I need to give you some stuff. Oh, I can't. Great. All my thermometer stuff. If I get back to that, I'll know I'll have it from you. An axe. I'm definitely not gonna use that anytime soon. Fishing is fine for now. Let's get the low level magic books too. A few more. Yeah, that should be good for now. Okay. Thanks. Okay, now let's give the payment in and be on our way.
Rowena says, what can I do for you today, adventurer? Eldritch trinket to trade.
Here, we need that flower.
Eh? They've got you running errands now? Them scions really know how to make the most of your talents, don't they? Send in the savior of Eorzea to the Bleeding Market. Fine use of your time, that is.
Yeah, you don't get to judge.
Seriously, though, you'd best learn how to say no, or they'll have you mucking out the Chocobo stables next.
This is a favor for a friend.
Anyway, what was it you were here to pick up? The Moon Daisy, was it? Here, then, take it. And tell that Ida Lass I've got a wide selection of headwear in stock if she ever decides to replace
Yeah.
the dowdy old mask of hers. Gods know, she needs to.
Yeah, thankfully we came. We don't need to. She didn't need to hear all this. My God, horrible customer service. Now where's? Oh, at the stone. Got it. Let's be on our way. Perfect time to deliver the moonflower, moon daisy, when it's nighttime. I'm guessing that moon daisy blooms when only on a full moon, which is pretty cool. Look at this tree. Ether tree. How did this came to be?
Ida says, Rowena can be so annoying. She just will not take no for an answer. Every time I visit her, she insists I replace my visor with something more fashionable. And when I tell her I like it just fine the way it is, she says it again. And then again. And then again. It drives me crazy.
I understand.
What I mean to say is, I really appreciate you doing this for me. So anyway, let's see it.
A moon daisy. Moon daisies are often hung to rafter trees or other elevated locations to represent the celestial body when performing holy rituals during daylight hours.
Moonbreeder loved these things, you know. I hope that somewhere, somehow, she knows I'm still thinking of her.
It's pretty.
I'll never forget you, Moon. None of us will.
The song riseth to a crescendo.
Uh-oh. What's gonna happen? Oh no, the attack.
Is that what I think it is?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we have to
We have
run to
received
Isgard.
tidings from Ishgard. Pray return to the Rising Stones at once.
Not a moment to rest. Always something's going on. Came in more than our companions. Come on, get in. We have to hurry.
Alphino says my apologies for the interruption. I was deeply saddened to learn of Moonbreeda's passing. Her loss will be sorely felt. Alas, recent developments in Ishgard leave us little time to mourn. The envoy from Kurthus will soon arrive, and we must hasten to hear her report.
They said they could handle it. What, you guys can't handle it anymore? There we go.
The envoy is here.
Wait, why are you here? You couldn't send someone?
Says I thank you for receiving me at such short notice. Time is of the essence, so I would forego the usual pleasantries, if I may. Minfilia says certainly. You come with news of the Dravanians. Lucia says the dragons have begun their attack in earnest. The first wave reached the Central Highlands a short while ago, and battle was joined soon thereafter. Sir Americ himself sallied forth with a contingent of temple knights and several companies of the noble house's finest. Though the beasts were ultimately forced into retreat, our victory, if such it may be called, came at the cost of many of our own. Too many.
And they retreated. You couldn't even take them all out.
Wave should the Dravanians renew their assault.
Alphino says you paint a grim picture, my lady. It is reinforcements you seek, then?
Lucia says we do. Though it pricks our pride, it is plain we cannot protect Ishgard with our ranks thus thinned by the Horde. Sir Americ would meet with you to discuss the possibility of enlisting your aid.
Alphino says very well. I shall depart for Kurthus at once. I must warn you, however, that the involvement of the Crystal Braves is by no means assured. Our commitment to quelling the unrest in Ul'dah must take precedence.
Lucia says it is with such contingencies in mind that I must make another request. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are known for sharing close ties with all three of the Grand Companies.
Oh wow,
of
they
Aetheryte.
actually want to make contact
Would
with
you
them.
consent to plead our case to their leaders? Minfilia says though I will gladly appeal to the Grand Companies on your behalf, I dare not promise a favorable reply. Lucia says you need say no more. Considering our past dealings with the Eorzean Alliance, I can well imagine how our plea will be received. But the fate of Ishgard hangs in the balance. We must explore every avenue still open to us, no matter how unpromising. Minfilia says I see. Very well. I shall send envoys to each of the allied nations, and have them present your request directly to the heads of the Grand Companies. In the event that your plea does receive a favorable answer, know that any support is certain to be conditional. Demands will be made of Ishgard. Lucia says that is only to be expected. Rest assured that I speak with Sir Americ's authority.
Yeah, they're
and that our
a
actions
fight for their
will be
survival.
sanctioned by the Holy See.
They're gonna finally join.
Which brings me to my final request, a personal appeal to you, Warrior of Light. The Lord Commander much desires to speak with you, regardless of your fellows' involvement. You faced Midgard's Mer and survived. Anything you can share of your experience may yield us an advantage over our foe. Thank you. You wear the mantle of hero well.
Alphino says 'twould seem the road leads us both to Camp Dragonhead. Seek me out when you arrive, Cyber.
Why can't we just go together? Always. Everybody likes to go in their own car. You just carpool. Move straight to Dragonhead, huh? Not a chance to rest. How's the situation? She destroyed the wood. The heretics? No, they're just practicing. Oh, the ice queen. No, they are heretics.
The sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken.
Then who answer for those misdeeds? Your sons. It's a cycle, even if you try to end it. Uh-oh. What are you gonna do? No way, you took down the shield?
Brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
Oh god. Okay, let's head to Camp Dragonhead. We gotta see the situation. How is it? And before that, I'm gonna go drink some water. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back, guys. Boo. I'm back. Thanks for waiting. Okay, let's get going. I got a little snack while I was out there. Some cereals.
It seems I was the swifter, Cyber. You too, however.
Lies. You got instant teleportation.
For our host has yet to make an appearance.
I gotta cast it.
The murmurings about camp tell of some manner of trouble at the gates of judgment. In the Lord Commander's absence, I suggest we visit the place and find out what is afoot.
Oh, is this the guy that was the little house on the hill? No, this is the tower.
Bothered Bowman says the gates of judgment are much more than mere doors. They are the outermost layer of Ishgard's magical wards. If our first line of defense can be so easily shattered.
Once again, there might be insiders.
Dyspeptic Dragoon says heretic scum. How dare they meddle with our divine protections? I shall rid our nation of their blasphemy even if it means cutting them down one by one.
Trembling Temple Knight says we need not fret over much. There are yet several layers of arcane protection that shield the city from invasion. Mother will be fine.
Mother Nation. Uh-oh. This guy. He's not ready.
Tentoed Temple Knight says when I laid eyes upon Lady Iceheart, I felt the marrow freeze within my bones.
Yeah, they all shook.
Alphino says 'twould seem the heretic struck the first, and most telling, blow against Ishgard.
Lucia says science. We expected you at Camp Dragonhead.
Alphino says my apologies. We chanced to hear that there had been trouble at the gates, and thought it prudent to investigate the cause.
Lucia says then you have learned of the heretic's treachery. Lady Iceheart led a force of her followers against our defenders, and came close enough to dispel the first of our wards. But let us speak more of this back at the camp. Sir Americ awaits you.
And also, take care of that guy over there. He's completely shook. Is he still scared? Let me try the old-fashioned soothe.
Tentoed Temple Knights.
I don't know if this is gonna work. Hey, it doesn't work. It worked last time.
Alphino says, Lady Iceheart has grown bold indeed if she would risk direct action against the city. Come, let us do as we were bid, and return to camp.
Hey, look. You got all the gear.
Lord Horshafen will know where Sir Americ means to receive us.
The guy's fast. He beat me to it.
Horshafen says 'tis reassuring indeed to behold the countenance of a friend when one's homeland teeters upon the very brink of disaster. Though a single misstep could send us plunging into the abyss, your heroic presence stokes the flames of courage within my heart. Ah, but you did not come to Dragonhead to listen to my prattling. The Lord Commander has arrived, and would treat with you in the intercessory.
So in the intercess we're gonna go. That should be next door. We should have just went there directly. That's where we always meet him.
House for Tempsguard says greetings, sir. Shall I show you inside?
Hello, big man. It's been a while. How things goes? How go things?
Aetheryte says I thank you for coming with such haste, and apologize for my absence. Suffice it to say, Lady Iceheart and her heretics have much to answer for. Alphino says yes, we are but recently returned from the gates of judgment ourselves. Given the circumstances, we quite understand if you would prefer to postpone our appointed audience. Aetheryte says on the contrary, Master Alphino, I think it more important than ever that this meeting take place. Rest assured, I shall return to my post on Ishgard's walls the moment our business is concluded. Before we move on to the subject of reinforcements, however, I would introduce you to a close friend and stalwart ally, Astinian.
Astinian? Hey. Oh, we know him. Who's behind him? What the hell? Hold up. Whoa. 1 second, guys.
May I present to you Ishgard's Azure Dragoon?
It was like a power surge in my house. Hopefully nothing burned. I have a surge protection. That should protect my PC at least if anything happens. Let me see. I'm surprised I'm still streaming after what just happened. It was like momentary. I have to notify the power company in case this becomes something. So, for a moment, just give me.
Alphino says an impressive title, though I confess, I
Just give me a moment, guys.
The Order of Dragoons.
If it happens again, I'll have to call Con Edison. But let's get back to it. That guy, armor was girl. I think it was a guy. It's really cool.
Americ says they are formidable warriors all.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Masters of the lance. Estinian is
And he's my race too. I think.
out of all the warriors of Ishtar, was chosen to wield the power of dragons, and may thus contend with any Dravanian.
You use the power of dragons? To fight a dragon, use dragons.
Estinian says, "You flatter me overmuch, Lord Commander." So, you are the adventurer of whom they spoke. I see now why my blood fair sang in anticipation of our meeting. Americ says, "Well, now that we have all been introduced, let us proceed to the matter at hand. I would share with you what we have learned of Iceheart's design, as confessed by the heretics taken captive after the assault on the gates. Would seem that Lady Iceheart and the Dravanians share a common goal, the reclamation of Neathawk's stolen eye.
Stolen eye?
Alphino says Neathawk, one of the 7 great worms. His name features prominently in your nation's history. Though once defeated by the hero Haldrath, the beast is said to have terrorized Kirthus since Ishgard's founding. Americ says many are the scars our walls bear from Neathawk's relentless efforts to raise the city. The trophy Haldrath, plucked from the bested worm's skull, known simply as the Eye, is a treasured relic of Ishgard, and one possessed of untold power. Should it ever be returned to Neathawk, the dread creature would be restored to the height of his strength, and then no wall or ward we could erect would be stout enough to deny him. Voice of Midgardsormr says my vengeful son hath waged war against Ishgard for 1,000 years. No mortal mind could comprehend the depths of his rancor.
So that dragon is just crazy. He loves going to battle against you guys.
Americ says the eye itself is secreted deep within the vault. It is kept under heavy guard, surrounded at all times by men and women who have proven their loyalty to the Holy See. But those stout walls and sharp blades may suffice to discourage the heretics. The dragons are another matter. There are individuals within the Dravanian horde whom an entire company of knights would labor to repel, to say nothing of Neathawk himself. Estinian says nor does age rob them of their strength. Through the endless march of years, the dragons endure. Patient, calculating, inexorable. You must understand, these creatures do not share our perception of time.
For them, 1,000 years is just
and that is especially true of
a long summer.
They who spend centuries in slumber only to wake and resume their campaign as if mere hours had passed. Americ says it has been 20 years since Neathawk last darkened our skies. 20 years for him to gather his strength, and for us to bolster our defenses. And now, just as he seems primed to return, the heretics strike at the gates. Alphino says, you believe that Lady Iceheart is in league with the creature, then? Americ says of that, we cannot be certain. Though we know the heretics covet the eye, we have been unable to determine their plans for it. Such questions aside, we must needs address the ragged hole their mistress has seen fit to rend in Ishgard's protections. 'Tis a weakness the Dravanians are not like to leave untested.
Yeah, to find out how she broke through the wall.
Alphino says so it would seem.
And how did she learn to do that?
Admirable detail, Lord Commander. Yet I cannot help but wonder at your candor. Why share such sensitive information with us? Americ says I shall speak plain. Ishgard has need of allies, and I would have you bolster our front lines in readiness for the coming battle against the dragons. Alphino says this much I expected. Unlike our arrangement concerning the Keeper of the Lake, however, only you stand to benefit from our assistance in this matter. I fail to see why we should intervene in a conflict which concerns only Ishgard and Dravania.
He's being brute, but you know.
The Alliance requested Ishgard's assistance during Operation Archon. You refused us. Does it not seem grossly unjust to demand that we now risk our lives in your private war? Aetheryte says I make no attempt to defend my country's conduct. I only ask that you consider what would follow were Ishgard to fall. Having razed our city to the ground, the Horde would have little cause to linger, and most would return to their lairs in Dravania. Soon thereafter, the ruins of Kurthus would be buried in snow, and the land would become the sole province of beasts and beastmen. Until the Garlean's arrival, that is, for you may be certain that the Empire would not hesitate to claim Kurthus. They would not even have to draw steel.
And then they'll be even closer to all the land.
Alphino says an imperial province sharing a border with Mordona? 7 hells. Ahem. Very well, we will assist in repelling the dragons. The roar of a great worm may have shaken the firmament, but we of Eorzea will not abandon our
He changed on the dime.
Aetheryte says, nor did I ever think you would. Now, upon the matter of the roar. Astinian says, allow me, Sir Aetheryte. Through the power of the eye, I have become the vessel of Neathawk's strength. His essence has stolen into my very blood.
So he heard the roar.
Fear not, I am in full control of my faculties, I assure you. And the eye itself is of no relevance to this tale. It is not essential that I bear it with me wheresoever I go. Its lingering influence does, however, allow me to hear Neathawk's voice. Alphino says, then the worm who roared? Astinian says, was Neathawk.
Ah.
He means to hurl his horde against Danifin's collar, and shadow the remaining wards that protect the city.
So it wasn't the what's it called? The creature in the guardian of the lake. It was Neathawk.
There can be no doubt, the worm has summoned his minions to war. Alphino says though the circumstances are far from ideal, this desperate endeavor will at least provide us an opportunity to bring the sister states of Eorzea together in common cause. Sir Aetheryte was more ruthless in his negotiations than I had anticipated. I suppose one must give no quarter when one's home is at stake. But did you see the look on his face when he formally requested our assistance? Though the Lord Commander has long campaigned for Ishgard to open its gates to outsiders, I suspect this softening of the Holy See's attitude towards foreign cooperation comes as something of a bittersweet victory.
Yeah, they only had done it because his homeland is in danger.
The days ahead promise to be interesting indeed. If we are to aid the Ishgardians in this war of theirs, preparations will have to be made, and soon. Before proceeding, however, we must needs return to the Rising Stones and make our report to the antecedent.
They need Zoom. Every time something happens, you have to go back home. But as long as they keep paying me for the travel costs, I don't mind. Just checking something. Alright, we're still good. Okay. In Philly, we have a new ally. And also a new war. I beat you this time.
Alfino, it is good to see you. Tell me, what have you learned?
Pray summon the others. Everyone must hear my report.
So this was all but a taste of what's to come.
Indeed. The main host advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified.
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
All those people.
Alfino is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
Then you agree that we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. We would be directly intervening in the war. But if all here believe the cause to be just, then to war we shall go.
To war.
The path we now embark upon is perilous, but I pray you will walk with us to the end. For those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
Everyone's in agreement? Then let's go.
We shall inform the council of our intentions and request that they contribute their own forces to the defense of Ishgard.
Philia, how you doing? Oh, he's still suspicious. You know, it's good to have a little suspicion. Keeps the organization in check.
Minfilia says I have bid the Archons travel to their assigned nations. Should the members of the Alliance agree to pledge Grand Company soldiers to Ishgard's cause, our comrades will be on hand to act as intermediaries for the duration of the conflict.
Let me see. Just checking if nothing's on fire. You know, a power surge or a some electrical box failing could be the reason all my lights just flickered.
The small matter
Everything
of
looks fine.
persuading the Alliance leaders to grant such support I leave to Alphino. For you, my friend, a different task awaits. I would have you reach out to your fellow adventurers and gather what alliance
God.
you may for the coming siege. I would also have you consider the matter of our own security. Revenant's Toll is but a short flight from the snowfields of Kurthus. It is not unimaginable that the fighting may spill across the border. Pray brief Slathborn on the brewing conflict.
Yeah, he has to
Discuss
prepare
potential
too.
contingencies. The frontier settlers must be prepared for aught that might wing its way over our walls.
And the people of Doma.
I only hope that such precautions prove unnecessary. Before you leave, might I suggest that you have Talia
why?
accompany you? She has a talent for administration and a firm grasp of the practical challenges we may encounter.
If you say so. He is in charge of managing the administration. I never thought about it that this administration is massive. Alright, you have a big job today.
Tataru says home. We are rather close to Kurthus, aren't we? We'd best see to our own defenses and take stock of our supplies. Oh, and we'll also need to have beds and bandages laid out just in case. A good receptionist is ready for any eventuality. Let's go, Cyber. I've 101 things to discuss with Slathborn.
Slathborn says I appreciate the warning. If war is coming to Kurthus, then the toll must be made ready.
Yeah, if everything fails over there, this will be the last line before the rest of the continent has to fight.
I'll increase the number of patrols and lookouts immediately. I'll also see about finding room for an infirmary, as well as temporary housing for victims of the conflict. Ishgard has done well by us in the past, and I would return the favor. But as for rounding up volunteers for the fighting itself, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I will not send my fellow guild members to die on Ishgardian soil, and I am certain headquarters will say the same.
It's understandable. It hasn't helped that much.
There will be no official Adventurers Guild presence at this siege. That said, each adventurer is of course free to do as he or she will. I shall have a word with some of my more capable colleagues on your behalf, and you might try your luck here in Revenant's Toll. I dare say there are a few stout souls about town who will answer your call to arms.
Alright, so you get working on that.
Tataru says let's get started, shall we? We have a town to...
I'm gonna help with you. Okay, where are we gonna go? There we go. This person seems like they're just wasting time today. Do I intrigue you with a higher calling? Nope.
Accomplished adventurer says spare me your talk of glory and fame. I'm not
Lost cause.
volunteering for lost causes. I've survived this long by trusting my instincts, and my instincts tell me to stay well away from Ishgard.
What happened? Oh god, he suspects something.
Ryle says Ishgard sounds like she's in a right mess, but that ain't what I wanted to talk to ye about. I need ye to cast your mind back to that scuffle with the Empire out by the processing plant. A lad from Little Alamhago by the name of Willard was there with the fourth that day.
Willard?
I want to know if you've seen him since. Have ye?
I did. I saw him a little bit.
I feared as much. No one's bloody seen him. It's like the ground opened up and swallowed him whole. But that ain't all. Around the time Willard stopped turning up for duty, them black market weapons went missing from our vault in Ul'dah.
Oh my god.
So now, of course, half the Braves suspect the lad of making off with the goods. Folk like to believe our company's a disciplined fighting force, but as you and me both know, it's no more than a motley collection of mercenaries, adventurers, and Grand Company veterans.
Loyalties all over the place, basically.
The only thing as binds us together is some vague oath about fighting for the freedom of all. That and the steady pay. Now, compared to most others in this crew, Willard's a fresh-faced novice, a bleeding whelp amongst wolves. But the boy's got passion. When he talked about being a guardian of Eorzea, he bloody well meant it. A lad like him wouldn't rob us blind and bugger off like that. He ain't the type. And then, and this is just between you and me, mind, there's the fact that the lad wanted to tell me about something queer he'd noticed in the ledgers.
Oh god.
Something about the Braves numbers not adding up. Aye, there's a villain at the end of this trail I've stumbled on, and I'll bet me good eye it ain't young Willard. Any road, you've got a war to wage, so I'll let you get on. I just thought someone should know. I'll be seeing ye, Cyber.
You be careful. You're poking into dangerous territory. Now, let's get some more volunteers.
Angular Adventurer says volunteer my services in the defense of Ishgard? I think not. Dragons claim the lives of every one of my brothers. I do not mean to offer them mine. It was to escape such a fate that I took up the mantle of adventurer in the first place. I would sooner die in the pursuit of fortune than huddle behind an icy wall.
We're too close to that land. Everyone here escaped that land. I wonder if we even get one to volunteer. They have to be crazy or want glory. Up? What you mean up? What are they doing up there?
Austere Adventurer says sell me blade to the Ishgardians? Well, them dragons are a fearsome lot, but I'd slay me fair share if the coin was good. I've worked for one of them knights before, ye know. Watched me like a bloody hawk, he did. Still, I'd put up with worse than that for a heavy purse.
So, we got one? It's crazy and wants money. Okay, that's our clientele.
Adventurous Frontier Hand says so Ishgard seeks sellswords to bolster its ranks, eh? Though I'm not sure I like the sound of this siege, those nobles will surely be generous with their rewards.
They're gonna give you a title and a house.
But I have pledged myself to guard Revenant's toll. Modest work though it is, I am loath to break the terms of my contract. What to do? What to do?
I'll take that as a no. It's not looking that good. We just got one. One and a maybe.
Tataru says there you are, Cyber. So, did you sway any hearts?
Just one.
One or two, eh?
Yeah, one or two.
Added to mine, that makes 3 or 4, not including Slathborn's friends. We won't have the largest company in the army, but I'd say one Revenant's toll veteran is worth a dozen clanking knights at least.
Hopefully.
Oh, I've been so caught up with recruiting that I almost forgot. There's been word from Alphino. Apparently, the Alliance leaders are convening in Uldar to discuss Ishgard's plight. And they've requested your presence.
As usual.
Anyway, you'd best make your way to Uldar, or you'll be late.
Uldar. Oof. Rest is for the wicked? That's not what I meant. Let's see what the Roy is gonna have to say. Monarch, it's not your time to disband the monarchs. Still, yeah. The Ishgards have need of your crown and your help.
Alphino says my apologies for calling you away from your tasks. I had hoped to proceed with these negotiations one leader at a time, but it seems my urgent requests for an audience have prompted a gathering of the council. Needless to say, I felt obliged to attend. The Alliance leaders are already seated within. Let us join them, shall we?
Oh, I got a chair for... I finally got a chair. Usually always standing.
We are well aware of Ishgard's dilemma, and we agree with your assessment.
Then I trust there are no objections to the Crystal Braves' intervention.
Uldar has none.
Gridania does not object.
The Crystal Braves are yours to command, Alphino. Do what you will. We shall pray for your success.
Now, will you guys help?
It was my hope that you would offer more substantial aid than prayer. I know it is within your means.
Do not presume that you have knowledge of our every concern. The Garleans and the Beast Tribes are but two of many. We are not in a position to contribute greatly to the defense of Ishgard, not when our own homes are still under siege.
Oh god.
We dare not leave our interests in Cartano undefended as well. Telegi Adalegi and his ilk would seize control of the territories in our absence.
The enemy is at their gates, and you would cower behind yours?
No one is cowering, boy. We will offer what support we can.
Aye, support. A handful of men and no more.
Oh gosh.
Would that we could commit more than a token force to this cause. Yet there are others to whom you might turn. The free companies ever want for work.
Ah, yes. The free companies. They're not trying to burn you down.
I beg your pardon? You would entrust the survival of Ishgard to sell swords? Crises like these are the very reason why this alliance was formed. It is our duty to aid our fellow man.
Calm down. You're not gonna... not helping.
My duty is to my country and my people.
That's not good thinking. This alliance means all people are important.
If you expect us to place the welfare of a foreign power above our own, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Lest you doubt, Limsa comes first, then the Alliance, and finally, circumstances permitting, Ishgard and the rest. If you cannot understand so simple a concept, then you have no place at this table.
Forgive me, Admiral. I was careless in my choice of words.
I suggest you assemble a party of elite adventurers, assuming you haven't already. Your fellows served us well during Operation Archon. I dare say they will do so again.
I guess.
If I may, Your Grace, I wish to propose a redistribution of forces. If we entrust the security of Uldar to the Brass Blades for a time, we can dispatch a larger force to Ishgard. Your Grace?
What happened?
Yes. Yes, of course. Do what you will.
This is not good.
Is Her Grace not feeling well?
To the best of my knowledge, Her Grace is in perfect health.
I see. Carry on.
She hasn't told him yet of her intentions. My God, this is such a mess. Yeah.
Once again, I owe you an apology. It seems you have been conscripted into leading a contingent of adventurers on yet another mission of inestimable danger.
Are these soul swords, like you called us? Looks like it's the only real actual thing in this alliance.
But I fear we have been left with little alternative. We cannot well abandon Lord Horshafent and Ser Americ to their fate. We must abide by the Council's decision, as short-sighted as it is, and strive to fulfill our roles as Eorzea's guardians. Captain Ilbert, what news? Then the assault has begun? We have but this moment concluded our audience with the Alliance leaders. Move our forces into position. Your unit will join House Durendire at the Steel Vigil. Man the cannons alongside the knights, and thin the Dravanian horde ere they descend upon Ishgard. I will join you as soon as I am able.
Hang strong. We're on our way.
I would have you and your adventurer allies bolster the defenses at the Steps of Faith. Report first to Ser Marcelin at the Gates of Judgment, and he will direct you to where you are needed most. May the gods grant us victory.
I think finally we're gonna start. Where are they?
Marcelin says you are the appointed captain of the Sellsword contingent? Then, welcome. There is no shortage of blade work to be done. As we speak, Dravanian skirmishing parties are harrying positions across the Central Highlands. I've assigned the Crystal Braves and your fellow adventurers to contain these scattered attacks, and for the present, I would have you join them. This is, of course, merely a precursor to the assault on Ishgard proper. The wily serpents seek to divide and confuse our forces, but we will not be so easily drawn out of position. The Temple Knights will remain on the steps of faith and continue our preparations. When the Horde arrives in force, they shall face a wall of Ishgardian steel. Report back to me once their advanced skirmishers are slain.
Oh. Not yet? A mini battle. Here they are. What is that? That was quick enough. Don't you dare. Crystal Braves, you guys in there? No, we lost some. Damn it. We lost some men already. I gotta go around. Wait. No way. There were multiple areas I was supposed to fight? They were. Wow, they're surrounded. Jesus. Of course, I triggered the ice spirit. That's a scout? Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a real battle. Oh, he was a big one. Look at the size of him.
What news, adventurer? The reinforcements? Decimated, you say? Dravanian devils. Damn their scaly hides. Hold fast to your grief and fury, sir. We will avenge the deaths of your fellows in the battle to come.
We should prepare for siege. Well, what must we do?
Ere you commit yourself to the siege, you should know what it is you are tasked with defending. Beyond the gates of judgment lie the steps of faith, a great bridge of stone that leads directly to the city of Ishtar. More than simply a means to cross the sea of clouds, the bridge serves as a foundation for the arcane wards that form the barrier we call Danithan's collar. Alas, in dispelling the barrier's outermost layer, that thrice damned which Iceheart stripped the bridge of its protection, and thus are the dragons now able to land unhindered upon the steps of faith. Should the Dravanians succeed in destroying the remainder of the wards, the winged devils will be free to swarm within the city itself. Needless to say, we cannot suffer that to happen. It shall be our task as defenders to prevent any harm from coming to those parts of the bridge wherein the wards are sealed. 3 yet remain, and we have dispatched our forces accordingly. I would ask you and your comrades to accompany our defenders at the outermost ward. Question mark says I should hope that includes us as well, yeah?
Oh, who's here? The Scions.
Marcelin says the Scions of the 7th Dawn?
Ishtar says we could not well stand idly by while the Horde threatens the good people of Ishgard.
Popolimo says indeed. To do otherwise would go against all that Master Louiswa has taught us. As for where we may be of most assistance, I think it prudent we divide into 2 groups. Ida and I will join the rear guard.
Ida says right. If the dragons should reach us, we'll be sure to give them what for.
Marcelin says, thank you. All of you. Pray speak with me again when your preparations are complete, and together we shall stand against the Horde.
Uh-oh, is it time?
I trust you are ready, then? Good. Come, let us make for the battlefield.
Ooh, duty calls. We're 108. Damn it, I'm missing my mask. Is there no other headgear I could use? Let's see. Oh, I'm above the maximum level? Oh, just because I'm 53? Oh, okay. I thought I was below. Yo, sync your gear. Okay. Then we're ready. Oh wait, I see someone. Jesus, he's giant. That is what the logo means in front of the item level requirements. Oh, sync. Okay. It's like a serpent, kind of. Let's see. We claim victories this day, or Ishgard falls. Accept the fury into your heart and defend the bridge with your life and blood. So we have to protect the wars. That's our main objective. Here we go. Uh-oh. My God. Hang in there, guys. What the hell is he? Oh, take him down before that. Take him down. Oh no. I'm on low health. How can we? Run! Oh, we might make it. Ooh, we made it.
To me.
5 minutes, we face him. What are you gonna do? Uh-oh. Oh. Barely. First ward has been breached? That's not good. Oh, they're on us. We could take him. Here comes another. Oh god. Oh god. No, no, no. You're losing men. Nice. Look at him. Trying to corner me. Ah, what the hell? Oh god. We're not making enough progress. Are we gonna be able to hold the last line? We're only halfway. No way. Already? The shield is going down. What is he gonna do? Oh my god. How am I supposed to take him down in this short time path? Hold strong, hold strong. Did we do it? Or was it too late? Oh. Literally breaking apart the last shield. This side was hopeless.
Ishgardian Knight says the dragons, they are withdrawing. Victory is ours. Astinian says one of Needhawk's greatest champions, slain. The Horde will not soon recover from this blow. But what of you, Needhawk? Why did you not join your minions and make of this battle a slaughter? Have you grown so fond of the stench of your lair?
He must be planning something.
Mayhap you prefer to have your allies fight your battles for you. You have a girl to do your bidding now, do you not? No matter. I shall slay Iceheart, and all the rest. But I yearn to spill the blood of a great worm, Needhawk, and only your death will sate my lance.
Oh, what? He really does have the power of a dragon. That was fun.
Alphino says Cyber. The dragons are routed. Lest you wonder, the fighting at the Steel Vigil was also fierce, but my Crystal Braves were not found wanting. Americ says Commander Leve, Cyber. True to your word, you arrived to aid us in our hour of need. On behalf of the Holy See and the people of Ishgard, I offer you my humble thanks.
Thanks.
Though I would stay and lavish you with well-deserved praise, I fear I must away to oversee the aftermath of the siege. Not all the dragons are fled, and there are yet wounded to be carried from the field. Pray let us meet anon that I might express my thanks with the proper courtesy.
And the science too. They were holding it down.
Alphino says we have indeed achieved a victory of singular importance. With the Dravanian horde this weekend in Scatter, the threat to Ishgard has been greatly diminished. And, mayhap equally significant, the Holy See must now recognize the necessity of cooperation with foreign powers.
Mostly sell swords, but yeah, at least with the science, they have to work together.
Long have they barred their gates against the outside world, but I am confident that the day will soon come when Ishgard proclaims itself a member of the Eorzean Alliance once more. Much have we sacrificed in our struggles against dragons and Chronos, the Ascians and the Empire. But, step by unfaltering step, we march ever nearer to our goal. And, as ever, the journey is made with you in the van. The victory you have won this day gives us greater hope for the morrow. 'Tis a hope that shall sustain us in the days to come, and bear us past the many evils that yet seek to hinder our progress. Yes, we have done well, my friend, and I, for one, would take a moment to savor the enormity of our achievement. The demands of duty, however, allow me little time for levity. I must accompany Captain Ilbert back to Ul'dah, and reassign those braves whose squads suffered heavy losses.
Oh god.
You, my friend, have earned a rest at the Rising Stones. Pray return to Revenant's Toll, and share your tale with Minfilia in person.
You know, it's nice to have a good life like Minfilia.
Thancred says we will see to informing the other nations of what took place here. To be sure to give our regards to Minfilia.
I'm sure she's working hard to keep our standing with the nations.
Minfilia says Cyber, welcome back. Alphino sent word of the siege, and, of course, of the role you played in ending it. Your deeds never cease to amaze me, Cyber. Thank you.
You're welcome. Quick arm, quick tongue. Spell speed. Broken bridges. Ooh. Minfilia seems to love to put you further troubles. You know, that's just our fate. Whatever comes, we must face it.
And now may very well be your only chance to. Tataru says antecedent.
What now? I'm gonna need a Red Bull after all this.
A messenger from Ul'dah arrived with a missive for you. Minfilia says, the Royal Seal. Curious indeed. An invitation. On behalf of the Council of the Eorzean Alliance, Her Royal Majesty Nornormo Ul'Nemo invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace of Ul'dah in honor of Ishgard's recent victory. It would seem we are to be recognized for our part in lifting the siege, you, for your valiant efforts as commander of the adventurers contingent, and the Archons for their earnest attempts to rouse the city-states. Truly, I find it strange that the Alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of a place at such a celebration.
Exactly. Nothing.
Three refuse to deploy their standing armies, preferring to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began. Are they truly so brazen as to seek to share in the glory of your triumph? Ah, but mayhap they simply seek a pretext to meet with the Ishgardians while the mood is yet jubilant. Such an occasion would present a fine opportunity to press for Ishgard's return to the Eorzean alliance.
See, this is why you're the leader. I probably would have rejected the letter. I was like, no, you guys did not help at all.
We have scarce had time to mourn Moonbreeder, and I, for one, am in no mood to carouse. But I suppose we must put away our grief for the good of the realm. Though you were promised rest, I fear I must insist that you also attend. It would be a strange celebration indeed if the victorious hero were not present. Pray content yourself with the thought that such occasions may bring about momentous change, and this without recourse to bloodshed. Tataru, if you would do me the favor of contacting the rest of the Scions? Tataru says of course, antecedent. And please let me know if there's anything else I can do.
Why? Why sigh? You were prepared to help, right?
Minfilia says curious. I have never known Tataru to sigh at such requests. Could all...
She was preparing for everyone, all the how should I say, soldiers from the battle to come back, wounded in need of their help. Bet the best case scenario happened, so none was needed. Oh, where are you? You should be here. And Mom, I mean, you should be in you though.
Tataru is conspicuous by her.
See, where are you hiding? Do you know?
Flamin says Tataru. I believe she just stepped outside. Now that I think on it, she did seem rather preoccupied.
Uh-oh, could it be that she's in the bar having a drink? Drinking her sorrows away? Where is she? In the bar? Damn. She really dipped. And I gotta apply and go seek. There you are. I had a feeling you were up here. It's a good view.
Tataru says, oh, Cyber, it's you. I didn't mean to worry anyone. It's nothing, really. Well, it's not nothing exactly. But it feels like nothing compared to the towering trials you and the others face every day.
You never know. It's so important to you, so it's important to us.
And that's why I should probably talk to Minfilia before things get any worse. Ah, you always know what to say, Cyber. I'm glad we had this little chat.
Do you want to go on vacation? Is that what it is? What happened?
Minfilia says yes, Tataru. You have my undivided attention. Tataru says I've been hesitant to broach the subject, what with all the recent excitement, but Cyber made me realize that there's no time like the present, and time is what I'm here to ask you for.
Time? A break?
Minfilia says I am not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from your duties for a time, then you have certainly earned the rest. But I suspect that lying abed is far from your intent. Tataru says you know me too well, antecedent. There is, in fact, something I've been wanting to try my hand at.
You want to be a thaumaturge?
Along with the adventurers and the Crystal Braves, the Scions are constantly being thrown into dangerous battles and deadly predicaments. Even Hoary Boulder and Kultnit have been promoted from guard duty to fill our need for competent warriors. And so it seems only right that I, too, should acquire the power to defend myself. And others, more importantly. When I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard.
Ooh, where are you gonna go? And how can you level up so fast? That's a good face.
Hoary Boulder says, whoa, hey. That's the first time I've almost been knocked to the ground. I've never seen Miss Tataru so determined. Has aught befell with which I might help, antecedent?
Minfilia says, not at present, thank you. Was there something you would ask of me?
Hoary Boulder says, oh, yes. Pray excuse my distraction. An adventurer who was to join us for escort duty was injured while out on patrol. And I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection without the aid of at least one more guard. Therefore, I humbly request that another adventurer, of the capable kind...
No, God. You're gonna tell me?
Minfilia says very well. I shall consider the potential candidates and provide you with a replacement as soon as I am able.
Hoary Boulder says my thanks, antecedent. I take my leave of you.
Yeah. As much as I hope, I feel like an escort mission is a little above my pay grade at the moment. But for sufficient experience, I might agree. We have two options. Minfield is eyeing you with a mixture of regret and desperation. Lost for words. One is story, one is personal. Ooh. Which one do I pick? There's one way to find out. Which one gets us closer to the story? Okay. Let's see the side quest real quick.
Philia says, I wonder, do you perchance recall the commitment I made to furnish Hoary Boulder with a capable adventurer? Well, I am sorry to say that I have been unable to do so. Now, I realize that you are rather more than a capable adventurer, and that escort duty is frankly beneath a man of your talents, but I have no one else to turn to at present. Might you be willing to forego rest and assist us in this matter? Generous to a fault. I thank you, Cyber. Now, it seems only fair that I explain the import of the task in question. For some time, our order has employed a handful of scholars to travel around Eorzea taking etheric readings that we might better
the
impact of primal
We're just teleporting everywhere?
Naturally, it behooves us to ensure our employees' safety, and so we asked the adventurers in our service to serve as escorts. Hoary Boulder and Kultnit were to act as two such escorts, as was a third adventurer. Alas, due to injury, said adventurer is not presently fit for duty, hence my need to impose upon your goodwill. You truly are a pillar of strength, Cyber. Hoary Boulder will share with you the details of your task. He should be waiting for you outside. Be safe.
Okay, I could just do it on the side whenever I'm visiting a place. There's no rush for that.
To defend oneself? Tataru has ever been full of surprises. Now that I think on it, I do recall Orionje mentioning that she had developed an interest in Arcanima. Mayhap she hopes to gain admittance to the Arcanists Guild in Limsa Laminsa. Yes, that will be the way of it.
Oh, she wants to be my class? She'll be a pupil, then.
Would you be so kind as to journey to the guild and see that all is well? It is doubtless unwarranted, but surely I am not alone in my concern for her safety.
Yeah. First you need to get to the school.
Kultnit said.
One moment. Now, where do we need to go? Who do we need to take?
Hoary Boulder says, Cyber, is it true that you agreed to lend us a hand? Huzzah! What did I tell you, Kultnit? Our mission will become a blessing, an opportunity to serve alongside the warrior of light himself. Kultnit says, need I remind you that we have 3 scholars to escort, each of whom will take a different route? Hoary Boulder says, true, but our mission is the same. Separated by
I like his attitude.
But in spirit we shall be together. Kultnit says, if such thoughts bring you joy, you are welcome to think them. To more practical concerns, Cyber, we would have you attend to the scholar charged with surveying the South Shroud. Hoary Boulder says he is waiting at Camp Tranquil as we speak. All you need do is follow the man. He will determine the most appropriate locations to take his readings. In spirit, Cyber, in spirit. Step of the way.
His face. In spirit we will. Okay. Now, for the other matter at hand. Oh, she's in Limsa. He's a Black Shroud. Let's just see if he wants to travel to faraway lands, or he just around there. If it's around there, I'll see him another time.
Unsettled scholar says at last, the Scion's man deigns to grace me with his presence. A pity that we have no time for pleasantries. Our first destination is Isamhar. Come, we are late enough as it is.
Where? He's nearby. I guess I have to do it with him. You lucky, my man. I thought we were gonna go other city-states. Then I would have left you. There's so much for an escort. You just ran off by yourself.
Yes, this location should suffice. Once I finish calibrating my instruments, I will require but a moment to take the necessary measurements. I trust I need not explain that my work can suffer no interruptions? Then please, stand at an appropriate distance and keep watch for wild beasts.
I guess I stand here. Okay.
I see we have both completed our respective tasks. A satisfactory outcome. Though,
More quietly, this guy.
you might try to dispatch your foes more quietly in future. I do not like to pick fault, but I really must be allowed to concentrate. Now then, Snake Molt awaits.
You really have to make readings here. It's just a hole. Yeah, this place looks cool though. It's an ancient temple. Now what is it? Where are you?
Right about here, yes. As
Oh, you? Jesus. I'm fighting rats now? Was that quiet enough for you?
fascinating. These readings are not at all what I expected. Though perhaps that should come as no surprise. I am not given to superstition, but there is a queer, almost blasphemous air hereabouts. Let us quit this place and return to Roots Lake. We have one more site to survey.
So I've been using Surecast completely wrong this whole time. It says spells can be cast without interruptions. Notifies most knockbacks and draws in effect. I always thought this was like it helps me cast faster. This means that I could cast while I'm walking about. Or running, or dodging. That would have been so useful to know.
Before, my guardian, pray leave me to my task and ensure our safety.
Damn, these guys, so annoying. I know I looked at them, but I want to fight this. Okay, you're done now?
This data should prove invaluable too, ye gods. What is that stench? Did you slaughter a creep of adamantuses while my back was turned?
Oh my god. Should be grateful.
Quickly now, to Camp Tranquil. I will not have my clothing reeking of blood and offal.
Happy?
You chose to paddle in the Iker a while longer, I take it. No matter, I took advantage of my unexpected privacy and performed a cursory analysis of my data. It would appear that there has been a measurable decrease in Eorzea's ambient ether concentration since the calamity.
You guys have been measuring for that long?
However, this data is far from conclusive. We must take additional measurements to confirm my assessment.
Yeah. You do that with someone else. Whenever I pass here, that's when I will do it next. Right now, I gotta help out my receptionist. Make sure she's good and safe. Down? She went downstairs? No, she must be here. Ah, down. Interesting. But the guild is up here. Why did you go down? Ah, the battle arena. I haven't even been here before. I mean, used it, and you look at you. You already have a book in your hand. That's adorable.
Tataru says, Cyber, what are you doing here? I didn't mean for her to worry. That's the last thing I wanted. Putting an end to such worries is precisely the reason I'm here, don't you see?
It's true.
I, Tataru Taru, shall become a great and powerful alchemist. And now, at Mistress Thubirgaim's behest, I must go and complete a special training exercise. Until we meet again.
Can I learn beside you? It's been a long time since they taught me anything. They don't care no more. Let me go see my teachers. If they have anything for me. Oh, there is something.
Thubirgaim says, if it isn't Cyber, what brings you to the guild? So you are acquainted with our newest member. An arcanist of your experience must see that her potential is somewhat lacking.
What?
Nevertheless, she would not be denied, and goes now to undertake her first trial, a simulated inspection of 3 crates. Doubtless you recall receiving similar training under Clehir's supervision?
Simulated? You mean it was fake?
A thought occurs to me, why not oversee Tataru's training yourself? Given your relationship with the girl and your familiarity with the task, I think you the ideal choice. You need only head to the cliffs south of the Zephyr Gate, as before, and observe at a distance.
Here we go.
Well, if it isn't Cyber, precisely the man I wish to
Finally, a quest for my guild.
You will recall Inutra of the Sons of Saint Coinage.
Yeah?
She has recently finished compiling her research into summoning, and was kind enough to send a copy of it to our guild. I must say it is quite a fascinating read, especially the section covering those essences of primals called Eggy you are able to manifest the beings, yes? Wonderful. In which case, I should like your assistance with an experiment. If you are willing, pray join me in the practice area. I will reveal the details there.
Finally. Quest for my guild. And you? What else do I need? Require class Arcanist? Is that the... That's a different class, I think. Yeah, that's the start of a different class. Might be interesting to choose it. Now, where is she? Yeah, a cat? Oh, I was like, I'm facing the cat?
My apologies for the wait. To begin with, might I ask you to call forth an Eggy? I should very much like